Hello everybody, today I'm here with the final video on Dr. Mario World. This is basically to wrap up everything that I have had yet to do, you know. People are saying you gotta spend the rest of your item or your coins. I gotta do a bunch of polls here. I suppose I might as well just start on that now because that's gonna take a while. I also just want to look through at my badges. I think that'll be interesting. Maybe look at the characters and what levels they're at and stuff. I don't know. I'm just gonna skip through these. They're gonna take a while. I'm curious if I'm gonna get anything to level 5. I don't have very many things to level 5. Piranha Plant's only at level 2. Maybe we'll get Mario to level 3. Who knows? Getting a good amount of doctors actually. So yeah, we've completed all the levels now, and this week is basically going to be like the last time I ever make any videos on Dr. Mario World. There's really no more content to go over. Like I said, this is to wrap everything up. I'm going to go over as much as I can and as much as I can think. I hope I don't miss anything, and if I do, I'm just going to leave it at that. And I have plenty of videos throughout the last 2 years of everything in between, so even if I miss anything, there's a good chance I probably already covered it. I suppose it's technically possible we get an event before the game ends, but I think they already confirmed there at least aren't any more skill summits, and I doubt they'd make any more clinic events either. I feel like it makes sense to just redo some of the clinic events from the past, but I don't think they're interested in doing that, I guess. If the game were to be going on longer than November, I could definitely see them doing that, so you have a second chance to get some of those medals, especially if you join later in the game. But I doubt at this point that'll happen. Dang, I was only 20 off from getting one final one here. That's too bad. I also have 15 confirmed doctors from my doc tokens as well. This is kind of futile in a way because I suppose I should have spent these when they actually mattered, but I was still able to beat all the levels as of recently, so it doesn't really matter. I meant to skip that one, but we got a Dr. Luma. I don't know, there are so many more doctors I wish we could have gotten as well. I imagine if World 31 wasn't the end, maybe we would have seen some more. Dr. Birdo was one that I talked about a lot. I would personally love to have seen a Dr. Pauline or something. And then those are really the main characters, but obviously they did a few enemies as doctors, and they could continue to do that. You know, we had a Boo assistant and Boo as a doctor. There he is, by the way. And then even King Boo as well. And I was thinking like, could have got a Dry Bones. We could have gotten a Shy Guy. Literally any of the assistants could potentially have done one. We got Dr. Dolphin, so at that point anything could have been in there. We got a good amount of Mortons. It's interesting. We're about to be done with assistants here. So I wonder if they increase the doctor rates at all. I guess it says yeah, right there. I'm an idiot. And it looks like that's running until the end of the game. So if you need to get doctors, I suppose, if you never got them. I can also spend my I might as well do that too, I guess. See if I can get any assistants leveled up before the end here. Probably not. The interesting thing is, the only assistants I ever got completely leveled up were the ones from the oh, I can still do one more. The ones from the versus mode. And I never got any doctors level 5, although some were pretty close. You can see Fire Luigi was actually fairly close. I would love to get one to level 5 if it's possible, but I doubt it is. I know there are a few that are somewhat close. Fire Luigi might be the closest, honestly. Let's see. We're getting a few leveled up at the very least. There's my second Piranha Plant ever. Yeah. So we're not going to get any to level 5, sadly. And we're just 20 off from getting one more try as well. Fire Rosalina is only just close to getting to level 3. So yeah, Fire Mario, regular Mario, Fire Luigi, some reason my best ones. Let's look at that list real quick as well. Like I said, I want to see. I got 4 characters to level 4, none to level 5. I know they get a little bit of a different look here in the menu once you get them to level 5, but I never got a single one, which is interesting, I guess. But yeah, I got 8 for Fire Luigi, which is kind of crazy. I don't even know how that luck plays out, but quite a lot in level 3. Basically, I had almost everybody in level 3. It's funny that I only had regular Luigi at 2, but Fire Luigi at level 4. And yeah, just a huge section here where it's just all level 3. Then we get a smaller section here with just level 2s, which, I mean, most of them there's no rhyme or reason for it. A lot of them are newer in general, other than Luigi. That's really an outlier. And then Dry Bowser was only available in certain events and stuff. And then no one was level 1. I was able to get Piranha Plant and Petey Piranha both at level 2 here. Just barely, so that's interesting as well. You can see I had 2 assistants at level 5, so you can see what it looks like when they're maxed out. But those are both from the versus mode, like I said. I never got Womp King to level 5 either, but I don't really care. And then some that were somewhat close, I have a good amount of 4s here. Closest one is maybe Bonsai Bill. Bonsai Bill was in the versus as well, so I guess he doesn't count. Then Thwomp here, which was one of the original assistants anyways, so makes sense. And then probably a large amount of 3s again. And then there's going to be probably some... Oh, I didn't have any 1s either. I'm pretty sure I had 1s before this. Maybe I got some here in that final section. I wasn't paying attention, but only 3 2s, and then the rest of them are basically all 3s. So pretty good overall. You know what's funny? There were always purple viruses in the background, and there were never once any purple viruses in game. It's interesting because like the goop that was on every stage was purple. They never introduced a purple virus. I used to talk about it a lot when it was first coming out, like when are they going to introduce it, and they never did. I feel like it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but let's just look through all the worlds for a second. You can see their badges and the colors. I always like the theming of them, like how this one has a white border and this one's a dark red, and each one is pretty much different. I think there are a few that are exactly the same, but for the most part they're different, especially like just the night versions of some of them. I think they might be the same colors from before. But yeah, I always like the theming for them, especially in this section right here. I think these have the best colors of them all. From level like 5 to level 10 here. And while we were looking at that stuff, I suppose we could also look at these icons, just real quick. I have all the doctors, so if you never got a doctor, you wouldn't be able to get one of these icons, so you can see what all the icons are like. And you have all of them for the assistants as well, which are just the pictures of the assistants. And then we go to these here. I haven't even looked at some of these here. Let's just scroll down and just kind of have a look here. What are there by date and by rank? I think I'd rather do it by date. I think that's a little more interesting. And you can see when I got some of these achievement based ones, you know, kind of right off the bat through here. And then I think I got one of the achievement ones pretty late in the game. Maybe not, because I thought I was in World 8. I don't see it, so... Oh, I think it's because this one was available to get. Once you got it as like a bronze, it already shows up in here. But I don't think I got the brilliant version of it until like World 8. But yeah, for the most part at the beginning here, it's just the worlds, and then we start getting clinic events. And these two are actually back to back, which is kind of interesting to me. I don't know how that worked out. But after that, it's pretty much every other. Oh, this one again must have been missing one in between for some reason. And then here we stopped getting events for just a little bit. Wait, well, I don't know if it stopped or if the skill summit started, but we didn't start getting medals for them until the 10th, and then we started getting them obviously every other week. So we get 2 of them before our world is completed, and then instead of the clinic events, or sorry, instead of the skill summits, we got clinic events back. I haven't looked at any of these, so you can see the numbers I got on them. None of them are going to be too low. That one's my lowest one, probably 166. Yeah, that Booper one's pretty high. What I do want to look at though are some of the lowest ones, and I'm trying to think. This one's pretty low. 220. Well, not really, I guess. 226 is lower. I know for a fact. At least I'm pretty confident this is my lowest one, at number 5. I think potentially I could have actually gotten a number 1 on the Piranha Plant one. I completed that one so quickly. But then, if you know the history of it, they took it down for a little bit. I was literally in the process of clearing the 5th stage when they took it down, which is really sad. But I feel like I could have got at least 1st, 2nd, or 3rd on that. And a lot of these clinic ones I got pretty low. That Blooper one I got really low as well. Just 1 above the previous number. But yeah, some of those clinic events I got really close. And they were like that 68. I remember that world being pretty tough. 37. I think that might have just been when we started getting a lot less people playing in general. Might have had something to do with it. But yeah, I gotta get them out of low numbers in here as well. Because I would just blast through its levels if I didn't have anything going on. That one's really low too. I didn't realize how low I got that, but okay. There's really nothing else to look at here. It's not that interesting. I made a whole video on that once, and it was probably not that interesting, but was that everything I wanted to look at? It really might have been. Oh, there is one way to look at how many stars you got and stuff. It might be in the friends, actually. 4,092 stars. That's just my versus mode score and everything, but here are my stats. I'm at the final stage here. You're not able to see how much kudos you earn yourself, but if you have a friend, they can look at it for you for some reason. I won 18 games in a row in versus. That's pretty cool. And yeah, 4,092 stars in total. I would imagine that doesn't include clinic events and stuff, but I'm not sure. I do want to change my badge, actually, real quick. For some reason I have it on that one. I might as well change it to this one. Represent the final stage for a little while. And then I think I'd just say my final thoughts. I've been saying this a lot. It's sad that the game is over. It's the first game that I've gotten really serious about on my channel that is ending. And I had fans of this game who would really only watch this game on my channel, which means I may never see them in my comment sections ever again or something. I'd love to see some of you in the other comments, even if you're not interested in Disney games or Mario Kart Tour. You know, if you just want to talk about something you're interested in, another game you like, I'd be happy to have a conversation with you. Because some of you are really nice, and I know you really only looked for Dr. Mario World stuff. But if you have any other interests, you know, I'm someone who's happy to have a conversation with you. If you haven't beaten the game yet, I enjoyed it. I don't know, not every level is worth 3-starring, I'd say. Some of them are pretty frustrating. It's sad that you won't be able to complete the events because they're just not going to come back, I guess, but you know, there's a lot of fun stuff. And there's a lot of enjoyable levels, so if you're able to at least get through it, you know, you can spend all the diamonds they're giving us recently to get through some levels, use some continues, use up your items. I do have a lot of items as well. There's really no point in looking at that either, but I think I looked at everything. I mean, I could just scroll through every world, but you can do that yourself as well. I don't know. I actually am a little interested to just scroll through every world. And while I'm doing that, I can take the opportunity to say thank you guys. It might take a little bit to load in between each one, but let's just start from the beginning and see what it looks like. I really like that they had transitions in between the worlds in the first 5, and I think even through the 6, and then after that they just stopped doing that. But you can see at the top of this one that it's about to change to the beach, and then this one it's about to change to a forest. Oh wait, now it's going to change to, I guess it didn't look like a forest, but you get what I mean? This one you can clearly see the mushrooms are coming. I feel like that wouldn't have been that big of a deal. I feel like there's a good chance they had the layout of the next world ready by the time they were doing it. And I think they stopped at that last. Oh, at this one it changes a little bit. Oh yeah, that actually is a pretty nice transition, but this one I'm pretty confident is the last one. Yeah. Like, how do you transition to that anyways? I mean, there actually is a little bit of space, I would say, in that one. But you can still see the green from there. It's really cool they did a galaxy world. I still can't believe they actually did that. That was one of the coolest worlds, I think. And yeah, then they just started, they gave up at this point. They transitioned from space back to the land, and then, yeah, they just ended there. But I really liked that nice touch, and I felt like they could have kept doing it, and they kind of just gave up on it, but still. I forgot about how cool some of these worlds looked. You know, the final worlds were all night themes. They had some really fun ideas. They look awesome. It was so exciting to find out what the next world was going to be. I really will miss that. This one was pretty boring, I'll be honest. That one was disappointing. But this one is cool. They based a lot of worlds off of the Mario U worlds, which was interesting to me. And then we started getting night versions of stuff. We got Baby Wario somehow. I can't believe that happened. This was when Lemmy was added. This was when I thought the game was going to end. I thought 720 was going to be the final level ever. And then it kept going. And we got a bunch of new worlds announced, so I realized, you know, the game is still going for a little bit. But we got new characters too. We got a Halloween world, which is cool. We got Boo and King Boo. Then we got this one, which released out of order, I think. And I think Piranha Plant was supposed to come there, and then instead he came here, and it messed things up, because then Roy got released with the next world after this, even though clearly Roy was supposed to come out with this world. Then he was released with this one instead, which I guess still kind of works, because it's Bowser's Castle. I forgot we got Bowser's Castle. That's pretty cool, too. And then this might have been the last original world, was it? No, we also got this one, which is just the woods. I really took New Worlds for granted. We just got this one. I'm forgetting all of these. Oh yeah, I'm pretty confident this is actually the last original world. Yeah, and then we started getting night versions. This is Night Princess Peach's Castle. Pretty sure the layout is exactly the same. Night and Rain Clouds. Yeah, night versions of all these. This one had just come out too. I didn't really even take the opportunity to say thank you guys for watching, but I mean, thank you guys for watching. We went through everything that I can think of that is of interest. And we got an original idea for this final world as well. I don't know what, this isn't based off anything, but we are done. It's sad, but we had done sometime, so again, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. I'll see you soon. with everything else I have to do. It's sad. I don't even want to hit the end button, because I know once I hit it, it's done, but I'm gonna hit it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.